I'm back. I thought I'd just pop in with a quick little vlog for you. Just basically what I've been up to and maybe a little day in the life of today. It's Sunday the 14th of July, so we're 2 weeks into our school holidays. It's been a pretty quiet 2 weeks, pretty relaxed. We've had a few days out here and there, which has been really nice. We've had fine weather, which has also been good. And it's taken me quite a bit of adjustment to get used to the holidays actually. The June vlogs finished, and they finished at exactly the same time as the school holidays started. So I went from being crazy busy with work and the vlogs to doing completely nothing with no vlogs, no work, and it being school holidays. So it was a bit of a strange kind of sudden change for me, and I didn't like it. I felt quite lost on the Monday, the first Monday, which I think was it the 1st or the 2nd? The 1st of July, so it was the school holidays. No vlogs, no plans. I felt very odd actually, and I very quickly really missed the interaction of the vlogs. It was a really strange week, that one, and I found it quite hard to relax and do nothing. My son had other ideas, he didn't want to do nothing, he wanted to keep busy, so I didn't get to sit and rest in the garden as much as I wanted to. I'm going to pop in quite a bit of footage of the garden because it will have changed quite a lot since you last saw it. Lots of things are blooming and growing and doing really well. It's been keeping me busy as well, lots of little jobs here and there, so I've been enjoying that. I've got a lot of things to show you. In that week when the vlogs stopped and everything was quiet and I felt really weird and quite sort of sad really, I started to get some things in the post, which really cheered me up. A lot of vlog viewers had decided to send me things, and I got a lot of little cards just saying thank you for doing the vlogs, and people tell me how much they enjoyed them and stuff, so that felt so nice, and I really needed it that week. I kind of felt like you hadn't forgotten about me after all. I haven't posted photos of things that I've been receiving. I've received quite a lot of things, and I didn't want my Instagram feed just to be like, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got, because it's a bit annoying when people do that. So I have saved it up to show you here because the stuff I received was from vlog viewers, and I mean I want to show you because I want to acknowledge that I received stuff, and they honestly, they made my day so much getting these packages, and most of them were surprise packages. A couple of people asked for my address, but a couple of other people got my address because I've bought things from them in the past, or they've bought things from me, so they had my address. So it was amazing getting these. The postman was bringing these boxes and it was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It was brilliant. So in no particular order, I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. I can't remember what order they came in, that's why there will be no particular order. I got a couple of lovely little just cards and things. Somebody sent me a nice picture of a canal that they'd been walking along, which is quite appropriate because we went on a canal boat trip yesterday, which was lovely. So this is from a customer just thanking me for the vlogs and stuff, and she had just ordered a few weeks ago as well, so that's how she had my address. So that was really thoughtful, just to receive a nice little note like that. It was lovely. Another parcel I received, this one was slightly anonymous. I don't know who the lady is other than her name, which is Abby, I think, if I remember rightly. Abby, yeah. So I got a card, again thanking me for the vlogs, telling me how much she enjoyed them, and because I've been talking about books in the vlogs, I got quite a few books from people, which is great. So this lady Abby sent me some books. She thought these would be the right genre for me, so that's good. I haven't read any of them and haven't really heard of any of the authors either, so it would be good to have a read of those. So I've heard of Erica James, but I haven't read her. And she sent me a selection of tea bags as well, so I've kept everything up here so that I can show you. I don't want to start putting it all away and around the house, otherwise I'd forget what I got, and I wanted to be able to show you here. So now that I'm showing you, I can finally start tidying things away. So that was a really sweet package and so unexpected, so thank you Abby, whoever you are. She didn't include her return address or anything like that. She said don't worry about getting back to me, it's fine, doesn't matter, you've got enough to do. So okay, I don't know who she is, but it was a really sweet thought. It was really lovely. Another package I received, which was amazing. This really blew me away, this one. This is from Linda, and there's a handmade card in this package, which, oh my god, it's just beautiful. Look, Linda has made this herself. So it's like a little book card. You open it up, and then how lovely is the detail there? And then there's a little note in here. Oh, it's a card within a card. So there's another little card there. It's all got wildflowers on as well, which is really sweet. And then a note in there. And then the other side of the card is a little pouchy bit. So in here we've got more tea. So I'm doing well for tea bags. This is cocoa chai green tea, so that sounds interesting. Coconut chocolate, blackberry apple, beetroot, ginger. Lots of interesting teas for me to try. And there's also some seeds in here. What have we got left? We've got zinnia and Indian cress, which is nasturtiums. And there was also a packet of cactus seeds, which I was really intrigued by. So I've planted them already, and they've started to sprout just in the past couple of days. I'll try and get a photo and insert it here so you can see. When I say sprout, I mean they're just literally bursting out of the seed pod, so I don't know how good a photo will be, but I'll try and get one for you. So that's really exciting because I've no idea what kind of cactus they'll be. I think the seeds looked slightly different. There was only about maybe 6 or 8 seeds in the packet, but there were different varieties, so it's going to be really interesting to see what comes out there. So that's beautiful. I love that. I've never seen anything like that before. So Linda enclosed a few little treats for me. I haven't opened these yet, which has been hard. Some yummy biscuits, which sound delicious, and a couple of books as well. So they will go into my reading pile. And there's a little notebook as well, so we can do a little bit of journaling there or something. And she also really kindly sent Joshua a little package, which he was delighted with. He got a packet of biscuits as well, chocolate chip cookies he got a little book as well, and he got a little wooden noughts and crosses set, which we have played every day. He loves noughts and crosses. And he got a little set of rubbers, which are like a burger, hot dog and fries, and he says they're too nice, he doesn't want to use them, they look too nice. And he got a little make your own jigsaw, so it was blank and you have to draw a picture on it, so we started that straight away. Maybe forgetting something else, I can't remember, but he was over the moon with that, so thank you Linda, he was so chuffed, and so am I, so that is great. Really sweet gifts there. And I got another little surprise in the mail from Ali, who's Homebird Makes. Ali is who made my Girl Boss pennant up here, and I have one in my bedroom as well that says Sweet Dreams. So I wasn't expecting this one at all, so this was a lovely surprise to receive. So Ali sent me a book, which looks really nice, sounds right on my street. And Ali also sent me this really sweet little hanger, it's got my name on it. So I think what I'm going to do is put a nail in my sewn-in door and have that hanging on the outside. That's so sweet. Thank you Ali, that is so lovely. I love hangers like this. Ali's also selling things like this in her Etsy shop, with different things stamped on them, so you can have a look there too if you'd like one. So that was from Ali, and I got another parcel. This is from Suzanne, who is Green Lambkin. She's on Instagram as well, and Suzanne had contacted me to say that she had made something inspired by me or my vlogs, so I was quite intrigued. So she said could she send me it, or one of them. So yeah, I was really intrigued to see what she had made inspired by me, and what I received was this beautiful skein of yarn. It's sparkly and it's called Peach Poppies. If you remember the beginning of my vlogs, I was waiting on my peach poppies to open and was super excited when they did open, and they were about sort of this lovely peachy pink colour. So that is gorgeous. That's going to need a really nice sock pattern, that. I've been looking at Jules, who's So Sweet Violet. She's got a sock pattern out and it's called Soul Sister Socks, and it's so lovely, and I think that would work really nicely with that. The pattern, she's done it with different colours of yarn, so different yarns, but I think that having all the different colours in it would be really nice. My only problem is, I've already talked about before, my complete inability to follow a pattern. So I'm not really sure whether I will have the concentration to manage it. It's probably not the right time now because my sock knitting mojo has just vanished. So I think maybe in the autumn, when I'm ready to sort of snuggle down with my cup of hot chocolate and keep cosy and begin knitting on some socks, maybe then I'll have a bit more focus to concentrate on some socks and maybe follow a pattern. So I'll think about that. But that needs a really special pattern, and that needs me to concentrate and not mess it up. I think this is why I get a bit scared of like expensive hand dyed yarns, because I always feel that I won't do them justice. So I'm not very good at following fancy patterns. So most of the socks that I do are very simple, very basic patterns. So that is going to give me something to think about, and I can't wait to cake that up as well, because yarns always look quite different once you've caked them up. Although oh, that section here with all these pale peaches, I love that bit. Love it. And Suzanne also sent me some of her favourite tea to try, which is this winter spice one, which looks lovely. I like how it's got some toffee there. I wonder if it's got caramel in it. Oh, it has got caramel, yeah. That's going to be interesting. And Suzanne has sent me a nail polish she thought that I would like as well. She says she has this one too. So that looks interesting to try. Kind of gold but pink. It's kind of like that image that went round a while ago. What colour dress do you see? I keep seeing different colours every time I look at this, and I think it depends on the light as well. And Suzanne sent me some stitch markers as well, which is really nice. I don't have a lot of kind of unusual stitch markers, so it's really nice to receive some different ones. These are all really sweet. There's like a little daisy and some beads and a heart there, which reminds me of the nail polish actually. Kind of all those different colours depending on how you look at it. So there's a really nice little selection. There's like a disco ball there. A nice little selection of stitch markers, so that's really handy, and that's going to be a really nice little package to work on, because I can work on my socks, use my stitch markers and have a cup of tea, and I can have my nails painted at the same time. So thank you, Suzanne, that was really thoughtful of you. That was amazing. I really liked receiving that one as well, because it was all wrapped so beautifully. It came in a box and each thing was wrapped in tissue paper and had little stickers on. It was so cute. I think that's all I was going to show you. If I've missed anything out, it's because it's probably already in use and sitting somewhere in the house. I did keep everything together to show you, so I think I have got everything. So yeah, that made me feel great. That first week or so after the vlogs, I felt loved, really loved, and really thought about, so that was really sweet. What else am I going to show you? I was reading this, I think, last time I vlogged. I finished it, absolutely loved it, really enjoyed that one. And then I moved on to this one, Summer at the Villa Rosa, and I just finished this last night, really enjoyed that. Set in Italy, so there was a big emphasis on Italian food, and you know I love food, so it gave me a lot of inspiration for making some nice food in the past couple of weeks as well. So I really enjoyed that one too. So they're library books, so I wanted to read those so I could return them. So they'll get returned this week, and then I just need to decide what to start next. I've got a lot to choose from. I do tend to save up summery books for the summer. I kind of have to read seasonal books in the right season. Like I couldn't read a Christmas book now, or something heavily autumnal. I couldn't read that now in the summer. So I've got lots of summer stories to read now. I have a few stories that are set abroad as well, so it would be nice to be reading them while I was abroad. I desperately want to go on holiday. I don't know if we will be though, so I just have to read them in sunny Scotland instead. We've been having a lot of nice days out here and there though. I made a note so that I wouldn't forget. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been using Instagram stories a lot lately as well, just to use them like mini vlogs, which has been really good. It's kind of given me something to do, and a lot of you have been sending me messages saying that you've noticed I've been doing that as well, so I think you've enjoyed it. So if you're on Instagram, check out my stories, and you can see them by looking at my circular icon, and if it's got a multicoloured ring around it, it means there's stuff to see, so just tap on that and you'll see my little mini vlogs there. So a couple of weeks ago we went to St Andrews and we took our barbecue, and we had a nice barbecue next to the beach. That was really good. It was absolutely freezing, but we had sausages and hot dogs, and we made s'mores with giant marshmallows and chocolate buttons and digestive biscuits, so that was great. And there's a great ice cream shop in St Andrews, so we went there afterwards as well. What else did we do? We had another day out at another beach nearby. Well, not nearby, it's over near Edinburgh, Portobello Beach. We hadn't been there before, but there was a big pedestrian zone in front of the beach on the road, so that was nice to walk along, and the beach was great too. And then we continued along that stretch of coast until we hit North Berwick, which is one of my favourite places. So we had a wander around there and finished the day with fish and chips and more ice cream. Yesterday we went on a canal boat trip over in Linlithgow, so that was really nice. I've never been on I have been on a canal boat before, but it was a lovely little trip. It was 2.5 hours long, and it took us to a big aqueduct. We went over the aqueduct, so it was really great. I got some nice videos then and pictures. I put that on my Instagram stories. The annoying thing is, when I film for Instagram stories, I hold my phone portrait, but for YouTube videos you need your videos to be landscape, and for me to do both and take photos of the day, I'd actually miss out on the day itself, so it's kind of difficult to know what to do. So I haven't been taking any videos landscape, which is kind of annoying now because it means I haven't got any to put in the vlog. But I can't do everything, otherwise I would be spending the whole day looking through my phone camera and actually missing the day. So I think I'll learn from that, and in future I will try to take more videos landscape so that they can go into a vlog of what we've done. So yeah, we've had a nice few days out and we've been okay with the weather, so that's okay. We haven't really got major plans for the next few weeks. We're just kind of taking it as it comes and seeing what the weather's doing, and basically going in search of ice cream, really. We're lucky we've got quite a few ice cream shops near us, and there's a few that we haven't tried yet, so they're definitely on my list of things to do next. So what else have we done? Oh, I picked all my strawberries after some heavy rain, because the rain brought out all the slugs and snails and they were all nibbling strawberries. So I just thought, right, I'm just going to pick all what's there, and I made some jams. I made strawberry jam this week, and then obviously had to make scones to go with that, so they went down a treat. So I've got some jam there, and I've got 3 small jars, so they'll last us, and that's quite good because it means that in the winter when I'm having my porridge I can maybe have a spoonful of homemade strawberry jam in it, and that would be nice. What else am I going to show you? I said I haven't been doing much knitting. I have been trying to press on with my rainbow socks, so I got the heel done and I'm now on the foot, so I just need to continue a bit more down the foot. I'm not in the mood for knitting at all, really. The other sock's done. I must have showed you this at some point. The other sock's done and I absolutely love it, but I just can't be bothered doing it. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I was going to try and finish that and before I started anything new, but on Instagram I saw a post and I thought, oh, I'm going to get myself one of those. So I have started a new project, and the post that I saw was by Craft Pod, and they do subscription boxes, and I think they are seasonal, so spring, summer, autumn, winter. So the summer one came out I think that came out around the same time as my bee box, but they don't tell you what's in them. So people received these, and then obviously we're posting photos of what it was, and then I think Craft Pod themselves started to post photos of what was in it after the initial subscriptions had gone out. So when I saw the theme for this one was bees, I kind of thought, oh, kind of the summer of bees for me, so I really fancied getting this. And it was so nice to receive a box that I hadn't packed myself, so it was wrapped up all lovely. So it came like this, all wrapped up, so it was really nice to open it. So by the time that Tilly's messing about my wardrobe. By the time I ordered my box, I had seen what was in it, which actually I prefer. I like to know what I'm getting. So the main Tilly! No! The main project in the box was this beautiful bee embroidery, and I quite fancied a different kind of project for the summer, so I ordered the box, and it was really nice to open. So you got everything you need for the project, so the fabric, the hoop, the pattern, you got a needle, you got all your threads. It was so beautifully packaged as well. I didn't want to disrupt the package. Even the way nothing had moved in the post, so it was all laid out so nicely. Even the threads were just laid across the hoop in such a nice way. They were just all like, I'm not making it look nice, but they just look beautiful the way it was all in the box. So you get all the threads you need, and the pattern, you have everything for sewing, and you also got a little enamel badge, and some postcards, one about different bees, and oh, that's the pattern actually. And a little notebook with some flowers on, so it's calendula and lavender, so that's a sweet little book as well. And there was a tea bag, honeybush acai berry punch. Again, I haven't tried this yet because I wanted to keep it all intact to show you. And oh, there's a recipe that sounds gorgeous. Honey and ricotta cheesecake. That sounds so good. It looks so good. So might have to give that a go. I might just, instead of making a full size one though, maybe half recipe, just make a smaller one. That arrived on Friday, and by Friday evening I had started to stitch. So you get I've just stuck the pattern in here. You get the pattern like that, and you just basically hold it. I just held it up to the window and put my fabric over the top of it and traced it. I mentioned before that I like to use friction pens, so I used a friction pen. If there's any of this left over on the fabric, you just use a warm iron and it comes off. So I've traced my pattern onto my fabric and I've started to sew, and the instructions tell you where to start. So I started with the flowers, so I'm about halfway around the flowers. I'm not the best at embroidery at all, so I'm just going with it. I'm enjoying the process and I'm sure it'll look fine when I'm done, so I'm not too worried. And yeah, it's been a nice little project to do actually. I had to dig out my needle minder so I didn't lose the needle, and this is one I've got. Little unicorn. This is from Pedro's Plaques, who's Karen. She is on, I think she's got an Etsy shop, and she's also on Instagram. I'll put her name on the screen so you can go and check her out. She does amazing products. She also does like crochet hooks with really pretty handles and stuff, so definitely check her out. So yeah, I use that. It's magnetic, and you just basically put your needle on it so you don't lose it, because I will no doubt lose the needle down the side of the couch or something. So that's what I've been doing the past few evenings, and I've really been enjoying it. And what I would really like to do is to do a bit of kind of freestyle embroidery of just some flowers, wildflowers. I've seen some really nice designs out there, like just doing a wreath, but all different flowers and stuff, so I think that would be great for me to do just now, while all the flowers are out, and I can use those for a bit of inspiration as well. So that was a nice little treat to myself for the summer, and I thought that's going to be so nice to look back on when I've got that up on the wall and just remember how stressful this summer was. No, just remember the first bee box and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to be doing that, and it's given me a nice little project to do that it's not socks, so I'm not feeling like I don't want to do it, and I am keen to do that one. Joshua's also asked if he can have a shop of doing some embroidery as well, so I'm going to get another bit of fabric and trace. He wants to do the same pattern. I think it's going to be a bit too ambitious for him though, but he's insisted that he wants to do it, so I'll do that for him, and I'll trace that onto some fabric for him and let him have a go with some threads of his own. This one uses only one strand of embroidery thread, but I think for Joshua I'll either let him use the full 6 strands in a thick needle, or maybe even 3 strands, I'm not sure, just to make it a lot easier for him to see, because 1 strand is fiddly. I've never used 1 strand before myself, I've always used 2, but it seems to be working fine with just 1, so that's good. I'm keeping this in the box because I'm finding that it's quite handy to have everything laid out in front of me, so I'm finding the box is the best sort of project bag at the moment. And Tilly's been going after the threads as well, so it's been good just to wrap all that up and close the box so she can't get to it. So, oh, the last time I looked, when I ordered this, I think it was Wednesday last week, there were plenty of these left, so if you want one you can go and check out CraftPod. and like I said, there will be autumn and winter boxes, but you don't know in advance what's in them. So I was glad that there were still some left once I had seen what was in them, because I'm the sort of person that I don't really like surprises. I like to know what I'm getting. So what else? I spoke to you as well about sort of recording what I was going to do in the summer, and I can't remember if I said I did say I'd been looking at getting a little mini printer. So I got one, and it's this one. It's called a Sprocket. I got that from Argos because that seemed to have the best price. And Argos we have locally in the town centre, so it's just this size. You link it to your phone using Bluetooth, and you can print little photos. I did print a photo off. I think I need to work on the colour. This was the rose arch from the gardens that we visited at the end of my June vlogs. So I need to work on the colour in my photos because I think I'm editing them too light. That came out a bit too light. Annoyingly, I'm going to end up wasting pages of the photo paper to get the colour right, because that's one that I'm not sure, the colour's a bit washed out, so I'm not sure I'll use that one. But I have a little scrapbook which I'm going to use to document some of our days out, and I need to get on with that since we're already 2 weeks into the holidays. I got this from Paper Chase. I have one of their store card account things, whatever you call it, and when it's your birthday you get a £5 voucher to spend. So this was £6, so I only paid £1 for that, so that was pretty good, and that will make a great little scrapbook for whatever. And I've got plenty of things like washi tapes and rubber stamps and all sorts of stuff like that, so I can embellish it with loads of little things like that. So that's my little summary roundup so far. It's not going to be the most exciting of days today. It's Sunday. My phone has started to come up with a message saying that the SIM is invalid. So I'm going to go up the town to the O2 shop and get a new SIM, because I did chat last night on the website, and it turns out I was just to get a new SIM to try, and it took them all of 40 minutes to tell me that on the web chat. So that was a nightmare. So we're going to go and do that. I think we're going to pop into the town park as well, which is where the orchard is, where we yarn-bombed the plum trees, so we might go and check on those too. And there's a skate park, so I think Joshua might take his scooter and we'll have a little scoot about, and then be home for lunch, and I have no more plans for the rest of the day. It's kind of overcast just now, but at least it's dry. Joshua wants to try out a new pizza recipe for dinner tonight. We were at Pizza Express a few weeks ago, and in the kids' activity pack was a pizza recipe for dough, so he wants to try that out, so we'll give that a try. I think I'll do it by hand, which will be interesting. I haven't made bread dough by hand for a very long time. I usually use the bread machine, but yeah, I fancy trying it by hand, and it's definitely warm enough at the moment that we should get a good proof as well. Oh, I've got a couple of things to stick in my Etsy shop, which I keep forgetting to do, but I'll show you them here just now. I have a little badge here. I'm keeping with the bee themes again. It says be kind. And I have another one that I made. It says just breathe. And I think a lot of people need to hear that, especially at this time of year. So they're going to go in my Etsy shop. I do have a few other badges in there already, so you can have a look. There are still plenty of stitch markers, notebooks, needle gauges and keyrings in my shop. There's a couple of bags left as well. When I was in my drawer where I keep all my Etsy shop stock, I realised there were more bags in my drawer than there were in the shop. So there's a couple of bags there that aren't listed, so I'm going to have to take photos of those and list them in my shop. I don't know how I missed them. Obviously when I either didn't take photos of them in the first place or just missed listing them for some reason. So I can't even find them on my camera roll, so I don't know what I've done there. So I will have to get that done. That's a job to get done. I am so lethargic at the moment. I'm not going to start yawning again. Okay, so yeah, I'll take you out and about with us today for a little bit. It's not going to be the most exciting of days, but hopefully you will enjoy seeing what I get up to in the middle of the holidays. I know some of you have sent me, or a lot of you have sent messages saying that you're really missing the vlogs and stuff, and that it became a part of your daily routine to watch them. So that was really nice to hear. So I hope you're all coping without them. If you are in need of something to watch this month, check out So Sweet Violet, who's Jules. She's vlogging every day, and Ali, who is Starry Eyes Ali on Instagram. She's a little Drops of Wonderful on YouTube. She's vlogging every few days, so every few days you get a nice long vlog to watch from Ali. I think Sherry Iris is also vlogging every few days as well, so you can keep up with those girls if you're missing out on the vlogs. I'm going to go out and hand washing out now, exciting stuff, and we're going to pop out up to the phone shop. Hopefully I can get my phone sorted. Calendula that Gaina sent me. She sent me some calendula seeds, so I potted them a few weeks ago and they are growing really well. So I'll pot them on shortly when they get a little bit bigger. Gaina also sent me some Cavallonero, so that's what these are, and they have been safe in here so far. Nobody's been nibbling them. My salad bowl that I planted up, I have not had much luck with. It's been completely eaten by the slugs and snails. I'll show you that in a minute. If you remember, in the middle was all the salad leaves, there's an odd one or two left, and around the edge was some radishes, so there are some radishes left. Oh, they're not. There's somebody eating it right then. There's copper tape around this pot as well, so it obviously didn't work. So there are some radishes there. I just need them to actually grow and come out. This is my little pot of basil that you saw me planting in June vlogs, and it's got the really tiny little leaves, so I've been using them in cooking quite a lot, and it just grows again and again. So you can see the stems have got lots of different bits sprouting out them. So if I just, next time I use it, if I cut it down to there, it'll sprout more from the shoots. So that's been good. This is the pizza dough recipe that we are using today. We got it from Pizza Express, and I was quite surprised that it only uses plain flour, because normally we'd use bread flour. I have times the recipe by 3 because I think that this only makes 1 pizza. So we are now at the stage where we are kneading the dough, and I'm saying dough, it's kind of just goo at the minute. We've had to add a lot of extra flour, so we're giving it a good working. We've got another few minutes to go, and then we're going to pop it in the bowl to prove. I don't know if it's way too wet or what though. The dough doesn't look too bad, so I'm going to cover it up now. Just going to use a clean tea towel. I have to leave it somewhere warm till it doubles in size, and the sun's just come out, so I think I'm going to just put it on the back doorstep in the sun, and that'll definitely guarantee that it's warm. I've just been reminded of another little gift I received I forgot to show you. This is a really sweet little lemon verbena plant, and it smells amazing, and Eva from Coco and Eva sent me this, and it's lovely, and she says that she has it made into a tea, which I haven't tried yet. This has put on so much growth, and I only received it about a week ago, and I potted it into a bigger pot, and it's all grown brilliantly. So I'm going to try a tea with that soon, and I think it might be quite nice in water as well. It's like really sweet lemony smell. It's lovely. I'm going to make some pizza sauce for tonight's pizza. So I've got a generous glug of olive oil in there, 2 nice big cloves of garlic. I'm going to fry that for a little second or two. I don't want the garlic to burn. I love the smell of garlic. This will make quite a lot of sauce, so I can put some in the freezer or use it for something else another night. Maybe keep it for some pasta. It'd be yummy. I've got some courgettes in the garden that are almost ready for picking, so I shall be needing to use them up with something, and this would be good with pasta with some courgettes through it. Okay, and I'm going to add a tin of chopped tomatoes. You can do this with fresh tomatoes if you grow a lot of tomatoes and have a surplus at the end of summer. And I'm going to add a little pinch of sugar. It just takes away any sourness from tomatoes that you sometimes get. And I'm going to generously season that with salt and pepper as well. I'm also going to add a good little sprig or 2 of my basil. That's going to be really tasty, and I think tonight for my pizza I'm going to have a really simple pizza with just some cheese, tomato sauce, cheese, and maybe some basil, just to keep it really simple. So I'm going to cut some of that up and pop it in my sauce. This basil is so highly flavoured, I'm not going to put a lot in, so I'm going to cut up these sprigs or tear them up and just throw them into my sauce. I've added salt and pepper. I'm going to really turn the temperature down, pop a lid on and leave that to simmer for a good hour. I've also got a pan here with some veggie chilli in it, which will probably be for tomorrow night's dinner. So I'm going to give that a stir. I've just added a bit more water. I've only got cannellini beans in there because I don't have any kidney beans, but that's smelling yummy. I'm going to go and sit outside for a bit now with my book. Oops, I've got some dishes to wash first actually. I'd maybe better clean this lot up. and then I'll sit outside and hopefully get some nice smells coming out from the sauce. The sauce has been simmering away for about 45 minutes now. It's really concentrated and it's gone nice and thick, so we won't need a lot of that on the pizza, and it'll be really tasty. And I've just brought the dough in from outside as well. It's literally just been sat in the sun, and that has definitely doubled in size. So now we need to knock that back, and then we're going to make our pizzas. Here's my pizza. Looks amazing. It's got a really good rise on the dough as well. It's nice and thick. And I just went really simple with some basil and mozzarella. I am looking forward to tucking into this bad boy. I've brought my pizza outside to enjoy. This is probably the best pizza I've made. It's so good. And the base is so light and fluffy and dry and not oily or soggy at all. So the sun's come out, so I'm just going to sit and enjoy it. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking and eat my pizza. Well, it's the end of a nice quiet Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me today. It wasn't the most exciting, but yeah, I hope you've caught up and you enjoyed watching. The pizza was so good. I'll definitely use that recipe again. I'm going to put the recipe at the end of the vlog, so if you want the recipe, keep watching, and you should be able just to pause it and copy down the recipe or take a screenshot if you want the recipe. Try it yourself. I also forgot to say about the bee boxes. I'm still waiting on confirmation for one reaching Australia, so as soon as I know that that one has arrived, I can show you what was in them. I haven't heard from anyone else to say that they haven't received theirs, so I'm assuming that all the others have been received, but the Australia one did have the furthest to go, so I'm not too worried yet. I hope it will get there soon. So I will see you again soon at some point. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye!